Former Brazilian President Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva was once described as the most popular politician on earth. He served as Brazil's president from 2003 to 2010. Lula is back under the spotlight. His Workers' Party announced on Thursday that the 71-year-old would represent it in the next presidential election. He was widely seen as the winner of October's race, but things are apparently becoming difficult for the former president, with the judiciary taking a tough line on him. Lula is now barred from running for president. On Wednesday, an appeals court voted to uphold his corruption and money laundering conviction. To make things even worse, a Brazilian court has seized his passport and banned him from going abroad as an investigation is underway into allegations that he lobbied on behalf of a Swedish military firm during his time in office. The developments are seen as a severe blow to the left-wing Workers' Party he personally founded.
Well, I don't think we should call it a corruption conviction. I think we should call it a corrupt conviction, because this is part of a color revolution that was designed to overthrow the government of Dilma Rousseff, which it did. The purpose of doing that was to stop Brazil and the BRICS countries from working very closely with China on the Belt and Road Initiative, along with other countries in the world, and to keep them instead in the orbit 100% of Wall Street and of the City of London.
The court rulings have raised tensions in Brazil as Lula has tens of thousands of die-hard supporters. There are now fears of widespread protests in many cities. The former president is currently free, but the corruption scandal has toppled and put behind bars top politicians and business leaders. Lula has insisted that the legal cases against him are politically motivated and designed by his rivals to exclude him from the presidential race.
The entire case has been politicized from the very beginning. In fact, the whole Lava Jato, or car wash scandal, which Lula has been swept up in, and incidentally, let me just say that there is absolutely no evidence of any corruption on his part. But the whole Lava Jato scandal was initiated by Brazilian judiciary authorities, judges such as Sergio Moro, on the instructions and under the control of Washington, the Department of Justice in particular under Barack Obama.
Meanwhile, former President Dilma Rousseff has warned that Brazil would be ungovernable if Lula is not allowed to run in October polls.
I think it is the case that the situation could become ungovernable, because not only is former President Lula da Silva the most popular politician in the country, but the economic situation in Brazil, even though it was very difficult, was certainly better in his years in office.
During his presidency between 2003 and 2010, Lula's government led a period of sustained growth that brought millions of Brazilians out of abject poverty. Under him, the state of economy improved significantly, with Brazil's currency gaining considerably against the US dollar and unemployment rate reduced to record low levels. The trade union leader turned president is still remembered and admired for that historic period in a country plagued by the world's biggest wealth gaps. Lula currently leads opinion polls by a large margin, while incumbent President Michel Temer grapples with record low approval ratings. Politics in Latin America's largest country are being monitored by observers worldwide, as its future path will significantly impact the whole region and beyond.